Okay, in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to migrate your mail off of Outlook for the Mac. In this case, I'm using Outlook 2011 for the Mac, and we're going to migrate it into our new Crew Mail system that's in Google. It's actually pretty easy to do. There's a couple catches. I'll show you those, and I'll demonstrate it so you can do it for yourself. Um, if you're like me, I am really excited to have 25 gigs of space so I don't have to constantly be archiving and trigger happy of deleting my mail. And so I won't have to do this anymore. This will be a one-time thing, but here's how we do it. So I opened up Outlook 2011 on my Mac, and I clicked. Well, this is how it comes up because I had deleted everything else off of here. If this screen isn't up, you can just click Outlook Preferences. Click Show All, and then Accounts. Back to the screen. We're going to go down here and click the plus and add an email account. Enter your name, your new email address. Type in your password. Your username is your email address. We're going to connect as IMAP, and it's imap.gmail.com. And the port you need to override by clicking both of these. This port is 993. Same thing down here, but smtp.gmail.com. You're going to also want to override the port to 465. So I'll give you a second to see that on the screen. We're just going to click Add Account. Before I do that, look over here. Notice there is Inbox. This is on my computer. So I have some archives that I've been saving out here, a ton of my sent items, and so they're already on my computer, but I'm going to click Add Account. And you can see now this crew account's going to come, and in the background it's going to start adding things here. But let's just verify a couple things. We got 993, 465. If I wanted to be able to send, I'm going to have to click More Options and authenticate by my username and password, which again is just your email and your password. Great. That's all you need to do. So I'm going to close this. Notice in the background I'd already added my crew account, and if I were to click on it, I can see things. I purposely clicked this little checkbox. I'm going to show you something right here. This is a catch, but it is bringing all of my folders in. These are all my project folders. So everything's syncing great. I created this label for where I'm going to bring in my archives. So there's nothing in it right now. It's empty. I want to show you this one catch. Sometimes you can have problems when there is a folder that's part of the inbox. The reason this can be a problem is that Google, the inbox label, it's actually a special label, it's a system label, and so having sub-labels as part of that can cause problems. So before I do my migration, I'm going to show you how to fix that because all of your folders, when they came over from Exchange, came over into Google as a sub-label as part of inbox, and so you need to quickly change that before you migrate your folder. So I'm going to switch over to Chrome. Here we are. And here is that label. See, it says inbox/Sam's Club. That's a summer project I directed a couple years ago. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to click the drop down next to it, and I'm going to click Edit. So it's no longer going to be part of that. I'm just going to delete this off, and I'm going to nest it under Z archive. Now I have a lot of labels here because I'm a foldering thing, so don't let this overwhelm you, but you can see right here it'll say Z archive, so I'm going to select that. So Sam's Club's not going to be under that. So if I click Save, that label is now here at the bottom under Z archive with all my emails from it. So now if we go back, so that is this is like a pre-step, just to make sure everything goes smoothly. In fact, actually, I moved SamClams as part of Z archive. It doesn't matter. You can put it wherever you want to. Z archive is where I'm going to put my archives. Um, so let's go back to Outlook, and it'll still show here until it refreshes. What it's doing in the background, your internet will be going fast, everything will be downloading. Let's try clicking send receive. What I want it to do is figure out that I switched this on Google. It will figure out here in a minute. I could right click and click synchronize now on that crew box. Let's see, it'll take it a minute because it's going through and syncing all of my labels. So it did it. Great. So that's a little catch. It doesn't always cause problems, but it causes it enough. It's worth doing. So now let's actually do get our archives into Google. So here's on my computer. Here are my archives, and let's pick one. These are some MPD messages that I really wanted to keep. They're not all of them, but I trimmed them down just for this demonstration. I'm going to move them, so I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say copy folder. I kind of want to keep it in my hard drive just till I know everything went well. So I'm going to copy, not move. And then I know that the folder is Z archive. That's what I created as a label in Google. So if I click copy, it will now be moving it from my hard drive into the cloud, into Google. So I can have access to it anywhere. I can search it in Chrome, and I can search it actually from my phone within the Mail app. So really cool that we have, you could have instant access to all your files. It's fully backed up. You never have to delete again. Plenty of space. Well, let's go down here to Z archive and see what we have. So here's my MPD. Oh, and it already copied it over. If it didn't, if you want to kind of make sure it did it, you could click synchronize now, but see, it's grayed out, so it actually already synchronized that folder. So it should be synchronized. Let's go back to Google and make sure it's there. Because I did this not in the web browser, it won't show up right away. So all you have to do is go up here and click refresh, let it reload the whole page, and then it will show. So I'm going to scroll down, and now I see I got my MPD label, and if I click on that, we got one message. That's exciting. So interesting. Outlook thinks it's synchronized all of it. It hasn't quite yet. We have to, oh, here it is. MPD, it's uploading. Okay, so we got to wait. So it's on 7 of 22. Part of the reason this takes a long time, it won't do this if you've already connected it and kind of waited a while and let all your other folders sync. My internet's probably totally maxed out at this point because it's downloading and uploading at the same time. So here you go. MPD is uploading. We're 14 of 22. If you got a lot of mail, what I'd suggest is doing it a few folders at a time, maybe right before you go to bed, and just let it settle down and run overnight. And in the morning you can check. So that finished. So now let's go back to Chrome and refresh here. Great. Now I got them all. So that's it. That's the process. You'll do that for each of your folders, whatever you want to bring into Google, and it will be there. It'll be backed up. You don't have to worry if your computer hard drive dies, if it gets stolen, you leave it somewhere. You have access to it anytime, and you can have all your files in one spot. So that's the tutorial. Hope that helped.